Hey guys, how are you all doing today? Yesterday's video was mostly focused on the psychological level of intent that the price action has, with the intention of bringing to focus some of the issues and struggles the community had. I typically just focus on data, but every once in a long while these videos are important to make, because they help reframe the burden. Not everyone is a veteran of AMC and GME, and it's important to include a little segment once in a while addressing some of the issues these newer investors might face. The response was overwhelmingly positive. I received a lot of messages and notifications from many investors saying this is what they needed to hear, someone to lay the facts down and provide them a psychological framework as to how to cope with AMC and GME. Today's video is going to revert back to what we do best on this channel, provide the good data and analysis of developments and situations. Today is Friday, and we could have not finished the week stronger than today. The information we are bound to start discussing in a minute ought to give you a nice send-off into the long weekend, because for those that might not be aware, this upcoming Monday, all U.S. stock exchanges will be closed in observance of Independence Day. AMC Adam Aron came out today with some information that put all doubt and FUD out of discussions. He provided some very insightful information, and clapped back down on naysayers and even Citadel directly. This man chose violence today, and boosted the AMC community with much-needed fuel. We have to once again talk about Robinhood and Citadel, because there is some very vital information you need to know. But the spotlight today is not exclusive of AMC. GameStop is slowly teasing something big, and have done some changes that ought to get every shareholder jacked in anticipation. This video is not financial advice and is the result of countless hours of research to formulate my own opinions. Let's not beat around the bush anymore. Drop a like if you enjoy this video, and more importantly, remember to comment down below. Tell me what you plan on doing this weekend, and without further delay, let's get started. AMC's silverback gorilla came back swinging strong today. CEO Adam Aron has been a figure whose character has been brought to question due to his silence around allegations of ties back to organizations that had affiliations to certain degrees with Citadel. Many have outright accused him of being involved with Kenny and colluding with him to short AMC. I know that was never the case, but his silence was held far too long, and as stated in one of my videos, I just wanted him to come out and talk about the issues because clearly, they aren't going to go away unless he addressed the concerns of his shareholders. Well, the wait wasn't long at all, because today Adam Aron took to Twitter with a series of posts that put an end to all the questions and concerns that we raised. He clarified his role on the Centricus board seat, saying Centricus was created by a friend he has of over 20 years. He stated he pays no attention to which institutional investors own Centricus shares and he has no direct contact with any of them. He specified that his role as director was to ensure that Centricus complies with all the laws, bylaws and norms. In a direct clap to Citadel, the silverback gorilla claims to have heard that Citadel may be playing games with Centricus, with a possibility that they may be arbitraging its stocks and bonds. He did say he has no way on confirming or having direct knowledge of this, and that he has no contact with Citadel, which we will talk about in a minute. There you have it, straight out of the horse's mouth. Thank you, Adam. This statement was needed in our community, and you have strengthened the resolve of us all with these tweets. AMC to the freaking moon. GameStop, on the other hand, seems to have some announcements coming our way. A used reached out to them, asking why they had changed the logo of their company. If you didn't know, GameStop's font is now all white. GameStop replied, saying there must be an announcement coming with a cool emoji right below it. This could be anything from their store to a big purchase announcement. Anything is on the table. I am super jacked about what this could be and will wait with much anticipation. Robinhood's initial public offering filing has been read by many apes, including myself, and we found something interesting. On page 67, Robinhood literally specifies that they want the ability to restrict trading in certain stocks if they deem it necessary, pointing to earlier this year. It goes without saying, if you are trading on Robinhood, especially holding your GameStop and AMC stocks, you are literally gambling with your squeeze money. I can almost guarantee that problems will arise then, and ability to sell will be an issue. It's your money. Invest it how you see best, but Robinhood is quite objectively the worst broker out there, with 49 class action civil lawsuits and $70 million in punitive damages that they have to pay. Before we cover some basic data and end the video with a technical analysis recap of the day, let's talk about Citadel, because it seems that President Biden is cracking down on some of the more controversial aspects of business for these parasites at Wall Street. On a fiery New York Post article, they point out how Citadel has been under fire by SEC Chair Gensler. It appears that Gensler, along with Biden, are both interested in reviewing existing rules to see how they can encourage new competition to take on the titans of Wall Street. This is not a political channel, but regardless of your views on the current president, this is a much-needed action. We seriously have to review antitrust laws and enforce a system that is less lenient of big corporations. Citadel has stated that it executes 47% of all retail volume, which brings about exactly how they manipulate GME and AMC so easily on the daily charts. This should be worrisome for the government. One last thing that I came across that is not getting nearly any attention. Big banks are now being accused of antitrust schemes. Upon reading of the filing, some of the running charges are dealers learn confidential client information in the auction and then front-run their clients' physical settlement requests. Dealers share their pricing with each other through Bloomberg. Dealers' collusive price manipulation on the initial market midpoint. Dealers' interdealer pricing coordination. Dealers' secretly coordinate auction submission, using information they share with each other to engage in benchmark manipulation, among a crap ton of other charges. These banks are being charged with the crimes we have accused them alongside hedge funds, which is working with each other to bring down retail, in particular with GameStop and AMC. There are pages full of all the charges that they have filed with the biggest banks, some which we discuss here frequently, such as Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and even Credit Suisse. Feel free to bring this up to any doubter that thinks what we are doing has no basis, because the government is now thinking otherwise. Today's reverse repo operations submitted by the Fed amounted over $731 billion. Dark pool trading for GME accounted for 47% of the total volume, while dark pool trading for AMC accounted for 60% of the total volume today. I'm going to keep it super simple for technical analysis. Expect a much more in-depth segment on this either for Sunday's video or Monday since markets are closed then. AMC traded pretty bearish during the initial trading hours. The stock fell to 47.77 at one point in a huge dip, which wasn't a sell-off at all. The stock consolidated a bit and then eventually ran up above $51, where it remained for most of the day until we closed at 51.96. It ended above the VWAP, and that last couple of hours of trading shows the stock is way oversold on the daily and wants to move up. Again, more analysis on this on either Sunday or Monday, but I am optimistic right now. We won the $50 battle, as hedge funds were not able to close the price below it. GameStop traded almost identical to AMC, with an initial big dip on the early trading hours before a resurgence back. The stock reached 196.5 on the worst dip, which it then consolidated right below the VWAP line before surging up to 204. GameStop had a bit of a sell-off right before the markets closed, but ended above the VWAP at 202.83, an amazing victory as well against hedge funds. Overall, a great day for everyone, as many took advantage of those early dips and bought shares, and we still closed strong. Have a great weekend, guys. Please drop a like if you found it useful and please remember to comment. Remember that we can no longer sit on the sidelines and let hedge fund bots take over our community. Let me know if you liked the video, if you found it clear and insightful, and if you were excited and plan on buying more AMC or will hold to see what happens. Thank my Patreons, because without them this channel wouldn't be possible. I know not everybody can pledge support and instead opt for a one-time donation, and it is equally appreciated, so thank you all to the moon for your kindness. Also remember that if my name isn't highlighted in the comments, then it isn't me. Lots of bots are pretending to be me, so be careful. Either way, thank you for being here. Let me know if you liked the video and found it useful, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.